What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James and welcome back today to Roblox. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time to jump back into Bee Swarm Simulator, and today I think it is time to address the Beesmas situation. I've got some ideas, I've got some conspiracy theories, I've got some method, and maybe some madness. I think we should probably talk about it because, yeah, it's nearly April. And as we waddle on over, 3, 2, 1, claim the hive, I welcome you all back once again to another Bee Swarm episode. How are we all doing? I hope you guys and girls are doing great. As I'm sure you may have noticed, there hasn't been like too many videos over the last week or so. In fact, I don't think there's been any. I've sort of been in that sort of area where we've been waiting to kind of see what is or is not happening with Beesmas. Now, it's interesting because there are certain big events which are coming, which we're going to talk about in just a second. And today we're going to talk about, is Beesmas going to be involved? Are these dates just mere coincidence? What is going to happen? What is happening in general? What is happening in life? Are we all having midlife crises? I am. What about you? Should we go to the mushroom? Mr. Shroom, boom! Talking about midlife crises, I bought myself a new garage roof, so I'm going to have a proper man garage. That's what I've been doing with my time. I was thinking about making some homemade biltong as well. It's going to be good stuff. Anyway, right, stop talking about random things. James, you're on the mushroom of hype. So, last episode, let's not talk about that one. Yeah, we didn't do too well with that one. I guess maybe you guys were in a puff shroomy kind of mood. So I guess what we'll do is we will lower down the like goal for this one. If we can try and get 1,000 likes on this episode, that would be really cool. Thank you so much for being here. I know mushroom hype, especially when we don't know what's happening with Beesmas, is hard to come by. But if we can try and keep the energy up, it's really good. It's really appreciated as well on the channel. It sort of motivates me to keep making these videos. So thank you for being here. Thank you for poking the old likey button. Thank you to the mushroom of hype for being so lovely colored. Look at him. It's a funny looking mushroom when you look at it, actually. They kind of look like eggs. Should we talk about egg hunt? That wasn't, by the way, just a very clever segue. That's just the first time I've actually realized that they look like eggs. They're actually really strange mushrooms. Have you guys looked at them properly before? Anyway, right, so let's talk about this, right? Beesmas 2024, what on earth is happening? I feel like we need to talk about it. Of course, we were expecting this update to come out probably on Christmas Day. It is not. It is currently now, as we speaketh, the 12th of March. And we have basically just had like a complete media blackout when it comes to hearing anything to do with the actual Beesmas festive part of this update. What is going on? Let's talk about it. So the first thing that I think we should talk about, of course, is the egg hunt. So I've tried to like avoid speculation on this. Obviously, there's been rumors for weeks and weeks and weeks about a 2024 Roblox egg hunt, which, you know, these are probably like one of the most loved events that happen in Roblox, you know, for a player base. I remember the Alice in Wonderland themed one, which I think was probably my favorite one, but there have been some really cool ones. And of course, more recently, you've had lots of events in Roblox whereby actual individual games are all participants. You basically like go to those games from like portals from a main hub, and then you have to do certain challenges within those games to take part in egg hunt. So there's been loads of speculation on if, one, we'll get an egg hunt, and then there was some like rumors and leaks, and then secondly, people were thinking, well, is Bee Swarm going to be part of an egg hunt? Well, I can tell you, obviously, if you've been keeping an eye with news, we are not getting an egg hunt, but we are getting a hunt, if that makes sense. So just to show you quickly, this is The Hunt, and this is coming out in 3 days, 1 hour, and 29. No, that's not a 2, is it? That's a 4. 49 minutes. So I had an email, because I'm like one of the Roblox star creator people, on Sunday night, which was like a one that you can't talk about, because you have to like sign an NDA, and like in general, you can't spoil the exclusive stuff. But then again, like the information came out like 10 hours later publicly anyway. So it's not an egg hunt, it's a hunt. And obviously, what we also found out like a week or so ago is that there's already lots of games that are going to be participating in this event. For example, if you head over here to Pet Simulator X, and there's a bunch of games like this, but you can see here that there is a badge which says Hunt, and it says, yummy, and no one has won this yet. So basically, this is pretty much confirmation. This came out a little while ago, but Pet Simulator X is one of the games which are going to be participating in the Hunt event. Now, this is like a really, really good clue as to like, you know, what was happening. People thought it was going to be an egg hunt, but it's not. It's a little bit different. But it's still going to be coming out, I think, yeah, in 3 days' time. And people were thinking, well, is Bee Swarm going to be part of this? this? Well, as of right this very second, I don't think so. There are no badges. There is nothing in actual Bee Swarm, nothing in on its inventory, no leaks, no nothing that would suggest that Bee Swarm is going to be a part of this hunt event, which is a shame. We have 3 days left, but on it, as we know, is not the most sort of time-conscious individual, so let's be positive about it. I don't know, we've still got 3 more days left, so what happens if in 2 days' time, with a day to go, boom, a badge pops up? Who knows? We will keep an eye on it, but yeah, there's 2 dates that spring to mind for me, which is like potential Beesmas release dates. So one would be participation in this event, which would be in 3 days' time, which, to be honest with you, I don't think is going to happen because it's too soon. There's been no test ROM testing, there's been no leaks, there's been nothing happening other than on it doing stuff in private. And then the second date in my mind is the 31st of March, which of course is Easter. So, are we going to have a Christmas event in Easter? We need to talk about that. Now, it really genuinely has been a case as to Onnit himself has actually been active in the Roblox studio. He has been updating the game many times over the last week or so, or 2 or 3 actually. So it's not like he's just disappeared, he's gone on holiday to the south of France and he's just chilling with all the Beesmas money. He's actually like working and he's doing something, but as of right now, no one actually knows. I've tried to reach out to him privately, and I will try again just to kind of get any kind of information, but at this point I really think it's a case of people would just appreciate just a tiny bit of information as to what is actually happening. And it's quite funny because I think people sort of, when they especially in the Bee Swarm Discord, like I tend to avoid it personally, but like it got locked down in case you didn't see it. So the entire Bee Swarm Simulator Discord has got locked down, and it has been locked down now for like over a week. So basically no one can speak, and essentially, like, from what I saw, everyone in there was just like being kind of slightly obnoxious and just like posting like copy pastas over and over and over and over and over. And I'm guessing like either Onnit saw that or his team saw that and he was like, nah, this is just not productive. So it has been locked down, which to be honest is not a great look for Bee Swarm, because it just sort of fuels the fire as to what's happening. And I can understand why people are now asking, well, is it cancelled? Are we going to get it? What did we do? Why is it locked down? You know, I feel like people, you know, just maybe make a spam channel, let people do their copy pastas. You know, if that's what they want to do, then let them do it. But yeah, locking down is quite dramatic actually, so hopefully everything's okay. I'll be honest, like I was a little bit surprised when that happened, but I can also kind of understand from like on its side and like the moderation team side, it's very difficult to like moderate a server, and such a big server as well, where everyone is just like breaking the rules left, right and center. So I'm guessing maybe just lock it down, let the dust settle a little bit. The only problem is that once the server opens again, the dust is going to unsettle, but hopefully when we actually get some news of an update, maybe that's the time to open up the server again, and then instead of having that negativity, just like have loads of positivity, be like, yeah, we actually did it, we actually got some content. I think maybe that's the time. So I think at this stage, probably a good idea just to kind of settle things down, quieten everything down, and just let the man cook, because I think he's been cooking. Do you reckon he's been cooking? I think he's been cooking. I think he has. Now, of course, the problem is obviously the time. Like, as I've said, there's 2 dates in my mind which make most logical sense, which will be in 3 days' time on Friday, which is when the hunt actually goes live on Roblox. And then, of course, we have the 31st, which is Easter. I don't know if that's Easter Sunday or Easter Good Friday or whatever it is, but it's basically Easter. But releasing a Beesmas update in Easter, I think, is fairly pointless. So we've talked about this for like the last month or so. It's kind of like my idea and my speculation that I would love to have an Easter-themed Beesmas. You could call it Beaster. We've talked about that already. I think it would be really cool. You know, I don't know what it would involve particularly. Maybe just changing the color of the map slightly. Maybe having like some like daffodils or something. Maybe just changing the vibe of the quest. What I thought would be quite funny is like still having the Christmas tree, but have the Christmas tree have like all the leaves on the floor instead. You know, like when you buy like a real Christmas tree and then by the time Christmas is over, it's completely dead. So I thought it'd be funny to have just like a dead Christmas tree now. Oh, it's not gonna happen, but it'd be funny. And I think it would be like, this is the thing, like saying all these kind of things and making these videos, like I don't want to put pressure on it or anything like that, but at this point, like, you know, people are expecting something. So yeah, my best sort of hope is that, you know, it's something that's going to be like, maybe he's surprising us a little bit. Maybe he is working on something that is special. You know, in my mind, when you look about the sticker update, the technical side of the update, I think, is probably done. You know, like previous Beesmas, we had obviously Robo-Bear, and we had all the Robo-Bear challenges, and that's sort of the technical side of things. That's like all new mechanics and dynamics. And of course, when it comes to the sticker update, which we've had, that brings in like a massive amount of new mechanics and dynamics to the game, but that's already done. That's working. I don't think there's any major bugs. There's nothing like that. It seems to be working very well from my end anyway. So really all he has to do is write quests. That would kind of be it, wouldn't it? Like, there's obviously the stuff that's been recycled, but in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if it's taking so long, why? What are the reasons? Is he trying to surprise us? Is he doing something different? I don't know. I'm quietly optimistic, I think. And I guess just to sort of not waffle on too much about it, but obviously, like, I'm always going to be on its side when it comes to these things. You know, I've been playing the game since day one, and it was like, you know, it's been a really important game for me, a really important game for the channel. You know, it's a really nice guy. Like, we get on well. He's given me lots of really cool opportunities, and I like to think in return, I've sort of done my bit for the game, you know, to try and keep things entertaining and, you know, exciting. But I think at this point, just speaking as a player, I think we do deserve just a little bit of information, just maybe like a statement, even if it's a private statement. Maybe Onnit can just message me and say, hey man, everything's cool. That would be great. But just to like hear something at this point, I think would be really important. I think everyone would appreciate it, you know, just to kind of get like an idea as what's happening. And I think it would also take a lot of pressure off him, because right now everyone's just like, and yeah, there's no information. So everyone's just getting a bit wound up, I think. So what do you guys think? Do you actually think we're going to get a Beesmas update this year? Do you think it's going to be Beasted? Do you think it's going to be nothing? Do you think it's going to be something completely different? Are we going to be part of the egg hunt this year? You tell me, what do you guys think? Because at this stage in time, I have no idea. So yeah, as the nighttime cycle is just making its funny little jingle, I think unfortunately that is about it for this one. You know, I'm really keen to bring you guys some good news or some exciting news or just something. You know, much like we did with the sticker update. You know, just give you guys something cool to be excited about, and I'm trying. But yeah, be patient. We'll get there eventually. And until the next one, thanks and see ya.